The world must be made safe for democracy. I would rather lose in a cause that will someday win, than win in a cause that will someday lose. The only use of an obstacle is to be overcome. All that an obstacle does with brave men is not to frighten them, but to challenge them. There is no higher religion than human service. To work for the common good is the greatest creed. Liberty has never come from the government. Liberty has always come from the subjects of it. The history of liberty is the history of resistance. The government, which was designed for the people, has got into the hands of the bosses and their employers, the special interests. An invisible empire has been set up above the forms of democracy. I not only use all the brains that I have, but all that I can borrow. The ear of the leader must ring with the voices of the people. There can be no equality or opportunity if men and women and children be not shielded in their lives from the consequences of great industrial and social processes, which they cannot alter, control, or singly cope with. America is not anything if it consists of each of us. It is something only if it consists of all of us. A little group of willful men, representing no opinion but their own, have rendered the great government of the United States helpless and contemptible. We grow great by dreams. All big men are dreamers. The government is like a great ocean liner, and no one should be allowed to leap overboard. One cool judgment is worth 1,000 hasty counsels. The thing to be supplied is light, not heat. The world is not made up of atoms. It is made up of stories. There is no higher religion than human service. To work for the common good is the greatest creed. The history of liberty is a history of resistance. I would rather belong to a poor nation that was free than to a rich nation that had ceased to be in love with liberty. We are not put into this world to sit still and know. We are put in it to act. We live in an age disturbed, confused, bewildered, afraid of its own forces, in search not merely of its road, but even of its direction. There are many voices of counsel, but few voices of vision. I have always been among those who believed that the greatest freedom of speech was the greatest safety, because if a man is a fool, the best thing to do is to encourage him to advertise the fact by speaking. You are not here merely to make a living. You are here in order to enable the world to live more amply, with greater vision, with a finer spirit of hope and achievement. You are here to enrich the world, and you impoverish yourself if you forget the errand. My dream of the future is not of individuals pursuing their own dreams in isolation, but of individuals working together to fulfill the collective dreams of society. The government, which was designed for the people, has got into the hands of the bosses and their employers, the special interests. An invisible empire has been set up above the forms of democracy. No man can sit down and withhold his hands from the warfare against wrong, and get peace from his acquiescence.